Hey scrappy people, it's Tracy Reed here today, coming at you with a flip through of my January and February story journal. And it's going to be quite hilarious because January and February feel like a completely different world than the world that we are living in now. So in December, we had sort of a rough month. And so January felt like, a fresh start, take control of your own destiny sort of feeling. Little did I know how crazy things would all be. So that's kind of the feel in the beginning of this album. This is the Cocoa Daisy Noted collection, which was the January collection that came at the beginning of the month. I initially started my album off with just the Cocoa Daisy Noted collection, and then I started incorporating in my own designs and some other stuff into this album as well. So you will see it evolve. I initially had the plan to fill out this calendar, that's why it's there, but as you can see, I did not. So I did not include any more calendars in my story journals after this one. But this is kind of the intro page I created at the beginning of the year. Here is the first page, of course, using the Cocoa Daisy Noted collection. I actually had this on the other side of this were patterned circles that I used for a layout. So I had these left over, and so I used it as a frame, which was a really fun way to use up some scraps. And then I've got the bunch of circle embellishments and journaling card that was speaking to me. And then in here is a tag with journaling, some hidden journaling. So that goes in between. I created this pocket by gluing this to the next page and leaving the top open. And then the string at the top catches it and keeps it from falling all the way down. The next page. This is about me quitting Starbucks, which I am happy to say that 4 months later, I am still Starbucks free. And so this is me and my coffee cup and talking about how much money a month I'm saving and that sort of a thing. Again, this is the Cocoa Daisy Noted collection. This is the Indoorsy collection by Studio Basic and myself. We released this at the beginning of the year, and it is all about staying inside, being an introvert, being at home, which is just hilarious. It's like we were seeing into the future with this collection. So I've got my kitty who is sleeping on my desk chair, and lots of fun layering going on here with this collection. Another page using the Noted collection with some selfies. And initially I had left this open so that I could put something on the other side, but I decided I didn't like it. I didn't want to put something else on the other side, so I just glued it to this page eventually. So this is some of the stamps from the Noted collection, and I put my title in the stamps. It says, "What if you fly?" which is part of one of my favorite quotes is, but what if I fall? But darling, what if you fly? More Cocoa Daisy Noted. This is actually my reading recap for January. I read a lot in January, so I've got 2 pages of book covers that kind of move independently of each other. This is using the Noted collection again. So I used this page that came in the Traveler's Notebook with all of these little like note sections to write down my star ratings for these pages. January reads 12, 5 on audio, 3 on paper, 4 on Kindle. Moving into the Cocoa Daisy Love Notes collection, we're moving into February here. Pictures of Patrick and I out at our favorite restaurant with these cute little puppers. I liked the challenge here. I did this for a Cocoa Daisy blog post, and it was to move diagonally across the page. So we're moving from this side to this side, which is like the reverse of the way that your eyes naturally want to go. But because I designed this page to go this way, it sort of leads your eye anyway. I love you more than carbs and coffee and booze. Oh, one of my favorite pages. I created this envelope using my envelope punch and then just stuck this tag in here. This was a picture of Finn and I on his birthday, or right the day before his birthday, and then Finn on his actual birthday, and I couldn't help but see the similarities in the poses here, so I put them together and created a page about us in his 9 years of life. More Cocoa Daisy Noted. This one is about actually Reese and his snuggling with Joe and I love you like my babies. You're my favorite fur ball. There was some fun references to fur pets or fur babies in this collection, so I went with it. This is a page with my Get It Girl collection that's available on my site. It is all about exercise and fitness and weightlifting and that sort of a thing. And I took a picture of my guns in February. So I remembered that I had this card that said girls just want to have guns. And it's funny because I've never ever had guns before. And so I had to use it because look it's like a perfect mirror. So that is that page. Again, I will link all of the collections and things in the comment section below. These are all available on my website, except with the exception of Indoorsy, which is only available at Sweet Shop Designs. This is my Keep Chasing Rainbows collection. My dad was visiting and I created a page about that and our coffee dates. Lots of layering going on here. Super fun pages. My favorite collection this year so far. This is my page about Abby peeking around the corner and checking on me in the bath. This is the Love Bandit collection that has freaking adorable animals in it. Some wearing masks, some not. This is like one of my Valentine's Day collections this year that has you know, a jail thief sort of bandit-y theme. Super cute. Some of these embellishments are actually from the Galentine's collection because both collections are meant to be used together. They have the same colorway and they are two different themes, so they definitely can be used independently of each other, but they also can be used together. This is my layout with my Thank You Blessed collection available at Sweet Shop Designs. This is a collaboration with Robin Carlton. It was kind of our ode to St. Patrick's Day without it being a St. Patrick's Day collection. So it has kind of a lucky blessed theme that's really fun. You can see this really cool preppy color palette as well. This page was about my dad bringing up his car for us to have. Lots of cute hearts everywhere. I created with my heart punch. Here is another page with the Cocoa Daisy Noted collection about my dad and my dog who are absolutely in love with each other. Just kind of using up some of my embellishments that I created in my, oh my gosh, what are those videos called? I don't know. The videos where I use up my scraps and make some embellishments for future use on my scrapbooking pages. So this was a card that I created in that video, and this was a card I created in that video. Another page with my Keep Chasing Rainbows collection, and this is a super fun one that kind of opens up. You can see, I need a journal in here still. I think I made this page when everything started going downhill as far as the world goes, so I just never came back to add my happy list because I was too overwhelmed. I love the effect of this opening up window style page though. Let's put these more even with each other. Here is a page about my February reading, so all of the things I read in February, with my star ratings along the side and my collage of book covers. This was actually created with the Out and About library collection available at Sweet Shop Designs by, I believe, Amanda Yee and Grace Lee. I will link that in the comment section below. It's a fun library themed collection. And then my March reads. And I did not read as much in March because the world came crashing down and I couldn't concentrate. I did read 3 books. This one was the only one worth rereading, in my opinion. Whiskey When We're Dry was really good. So I have this flip up here with my thoughts on reading in March. This was the Cocoa Daisy Orchard Path collection, which is the March collection, and unfortunately I didn't get to use much of this in my traveler's notebooks because I have an entire story journal just dedicated to COVID in March, so I didn't double up because basically the COVID crisis is pretty much all of March, so it has its own traveler's notebook, and I will be flipping through the first month of that in a future video. So that is my story journal for January and February. I hope that these layouts can inspire your own traveler's notebook layouts and that you enjoyed this flip through. If you did, could you please give me a thumbs up? If you're new here, I'd love it if you subscribed. And if you don't already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm at Tracy M. Reed, and links to all of the products used in this collection, as well as a link to Cocoa Daisy, is in the description box below. All right, thank you.